I could compare you to somebody.
No, please don't. Welcome, everybody. It's really good to be with you. And Alaska has it right. It's nap time. So if some of you aren't here right now and you watch later, you and Alaska are on the same page. So,
Yeah.
And my little Buttercup's asleep too.
Buttercup is there.
Buttercups.
That's
I
right.
barely have room for my butt in the chair.
Don't gain any weight now, Mark. You know,
No, I can't. I'll be on the floor.
Oh,
yeah. Covered Groucho up and closed the door. The dogs are on the couch sleeping.
Yep. There they go. Yeah. I've been worried about my Zoe because she walks really slowly and she just is sort of, I don't think she feels good. I don't know if she's depressed or if she's just doesn't feel good, has something else wrong with her. But
going through menopause.
Going through menopause. That's very possible. That's very possible. Anyway, thanks to everybody for being here, both on mine and Mark's channel. You won't see all the comments that are made from the other channel, but we will see them all. Don't worry. And hello to Diana Bowles, our oil painter, and who's a Akashic Records reader and so on, and Mark, Spirit Whisperer. And I think that maybe, Mark, you could just let them know what Pan says, if you wouldn't mind, about the coming eclipse, because you shared with us. Yeah.
Well, interesting. You should ask that because I saw Annie Bear's question. And so while I was just sitting here and thinking and you were introducing, I just pulled some cards with that question in mind.
Okay.
And I thought, well, if he was going to say anything, he'd probably talk about that. So let me show you what the cards said.
Okay.
And I think it's true. So with the eclipse, let me just say this first of all. You know, it's aligned with the shift that we're going through currently. It's right in alignment with it. It's on purpose. It isn't a mistake, an accident. It's on purpose that it's the crisscross of the one that was in 2017. It's on purpose that there's a comet going through. It's on purpose that all the planets are kind of lining up. And it's all about making this transition happen on the earth and in the heavens. Everything's in alignment, or humanity is too, even though there's a portion of it acting out as if it isn't, you know. But Pam wanted to say, so this eclipse, in a way, is another marker, it's almost like, you know, when a horse race starts and they lift that thing up and they're off. So it's another boost, but he's telling me it's for the, you know, he always kind of hates to go good against bad because, you know, it's all the same. But he says it's a boost for the good side, and it's a boost for the positive outcome that we're headed to. So these cards said this soon. So he's been telling me that soon.
Yeah.
Trust that this shitstorm contract is about over.
Oh, goody.
Because the contract is upside down. He says you can bet money on it. The light will be the winner. And just this bright white card. And, you know, that's so funny they use this bright white card because, you know, I keep feeling like it is about that Christed energy being anchored into the earth. And I always see that as like brilliant white energy. So anyway, I just love that the cards came out in that order. And then the bottom one was just yes. So I think
good.
That feels good to me. And, you know, it feels kind of like I had that feeling of something's about to happen, or it's just hard to know when, but I've been feeling that, you know, it's like this anticipatory energy. I don't really have a exact picture of an outcome, but I just feel like there's something about to happen that's going to be, it's different. it's going to be harder to deny or something. I don't know what that is, but I feel like we're getting closer to it.
Yep.
And just one other thing he wanted to say is there's still likely to be quite a bit dramatic weather
Pattern.
You know, rain, fire, wind, all the elements are
Sure.
still
Snow, blizzarding. Yeah.
going to be acting up more. Like there was that big earthquake, like on April 2nd.
We even got the tsunami warning here. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
2 days ago, we had the whole Kentucky just turned into like a tornado whirlwind of just bizarre pouring tropical storm. And then like today, it's down to 30s, freezing, overcast.
Yeah.
So
welcome to Michigan.
It's all that. Anyway, okay, I'll be quiet.
No, I love it. Love
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, Pan. We appreciate you. Yeah.
So he didn't want to come in because he says this isn't my show. So he just wanted me to relay today.
But I invited him. So
no, I know, but he's not going to horn in that big. But that was him.
Thank you, Pan. Well, I thank you for coming into the show. I appreciate it. Welcome, so we have Maya and Wiki and Annie, and Annie had that question, and we have Viviani and Karen and Teresa Hadarian, Rossi, Lisa, Ms. May. Oh, getting over COVID. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're getting over it, honey.
Yeah.
Claudia, Cat Mama, Keela. Let's see. Hi, Gerald. Gerald's here. Hi. Jeff is here. And Wiki, I think I said Wiki. And Lisa Keller. And thanks for coming to both channels and liking and subscribing. You're an Aries, Jeff? Okay. Well, you're a fire sign, aren't you? Isn't an Aries a fire sign? Yeah.
Yeah. Cardinal.
Okay. Oh, Karen said she just heard 3 days after the eclipse, they're getting a 7 earthquake in California. I watched Dutch, who studies earthquakes. Okay. Yeah. I hope you're prepared for that. I saw a building in Taiwan that was like up and over. Yeah.
How the heck are these buildings even standing?
I know. I know. There was a guy in a pool. They had like a video of him swimming and the waves go like this.
Wasn't that about an 8 point or something? It was
7.3 or 4.
7.3. Yeah, it was a big one. Then there was a 6, and there was another one this morning. There was a 6 around 9:00 last night, our time.
Yep.
And that was on the coast of Japan.
Yeah. There's Alice is here.
Ricky
says, my feelings, get on with it already. We're ready to awaken. That's right. We are. Vicky Howell. Okay, Lisa, I got you. Andrea.
Questions. I saw somebody saying, are you taking questions? Yes.
Yes, we are. Imelda, how are you? Yeah, we're taking questions. What kind of questions? You can ask whatever you want. We don't usually do the political ones here. And we don't do, I don't know, legal advice or health advice. You know, we might, So
for entertainment purposes only.
That's right. You can ask medium questions, psychic questions.
I may talk about herbs.
Oh, look who's here with us today. Sun Psychic Jean.
Yay.
Hi, Jean. Yay. Gemini Moon. Yes, you can ask the question. Yeah. You're putting your glassware away. There you go, Karen. Absolutely. You don't need breaking glass during the earthquake. That's right. Okay, Gemini Moon. All right, Vicky, I got your question as well. So we'll go ahead and start with the questions. Annie, you had yours read, so I think it's wonderful. And everybody says they love Pan, and they were glad he came in today. So there you go. Yeah.
He loves you too.
So Diana, I'll let you answer this one. Maya says, if possible, would like a reading, guidance on the next step in my spiritual journey.
Okay, doke.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Maya.
Mm-hmm.
Something about studying the pyramids, but not necessarily in Egypt. They've shown me Machu Picchu and they're showing me the ruins of Göbekli Tepe.
Ah. Mhm.
Let me switch decks here. Let's see. The way to connect to your spirit is to take a look at the past. Taking a look at the past and sailing into the future and through calmer waters, because you're aware of what has happened before and there's success in your studies. So it's about opening up to being aware of those energies of the past that are still with us today. If extraterrestrials are responsible for the life on this planet before we humanoids got here, then we need to be aware of it, because we're sharing this planet with them now. And not all of us are open and aware of it. And by studying that, it'll help clear the fear. Help clear the fear, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the secret love of this planet that we all share.
Wow. Beautiful. That's a beautiful card.
Yeah, it's the Art Nouveau.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Thanks.
And I just pulled a card, Maya. I get wisdom comes from within. Be still and listen, and make sure you do your grounding. This is very important for us. Grounding can take place just by simply walking on the dirt. Of course, you can't do that if you've got snow on the ground, but we can also ground just by focusing on bringing the chakras, clearing them up, and making sure we do that. Thank you. All righty. There was a question specifically for Mark, so I'm going to put that one up next. Karen says, "Will my son Zach reach out to me?"
Well, I've read on this, and I think yes, but I'm not sure when. You guys might pull a card on this too, just because I've read on it before, and just to make.
All right.
I'd rather get some other. What is that? 10 of Pentacles.
Four of Cups.
Pentacles. Okay.
Four of Cups.
Cups. I mean,
when he's ready.
Ah.
When he's ready, but the ball is in his court. Yes, he knows you love him.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree with that. But I felt like he's getting closer to making that decision. And again, my pendulum's saying, yeah, he is going to reach out.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get anything, Aley?
Yeah, I got just something about jealous people are nearby him, and he's having a trouble. The evil eye comes up. He's having trouble knowing who to trust. And that doesn't mean you in particular, but I think he's in a situation where he's kind of,
Yeah, what's in that cup you're offering me, right?
Yeah.
Well, and it's, you got the Hamsa, and there's the hand.
Yep. There's the hand. Yeah. Yep. Talk to the hand.
Black Moon Lilith in play.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Thank
and
you,
just
Karen.
Be allowing Karen. Allow him to do what he wants. Whether it's call or not call, but just being that, this is your choice. I'm not really offering you any kind of a cup with, I'm not trying to give you anything. Just, I would love to connect, and just see that happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know it's about his girlfriend. I didn't want to bring it up. But,
Okay. Oh, there's the jealous person.
Yeah, I knew that from other readings, but yeah.
Okay.
Well, that
I did
was
not
a big
know
help.
that. Yeah, I didn't
That's
know
a big help for me, because
I know you guys didn't know it, but that's what I thought.
Okay, that's it. Okay. All right, Diana Viviani would like a message from Spirit Team, and of course you can pull a card, Mark. I just was trying to leave it so that we all didn't read for a few minutes. So so we get more done.
Hi, Viviani.
Yeah. No way his girlfriend is jealous. Well, Karen, I don't know.
No, she is. She knows that
Yeah.
about her. I
Okay.
don't think it's kind of confusing the way it's written.
Okay.
There.
Okay. She does know. Okay.
Yeah.
Viviani, is one of your cats limping, like they've done something to one of their toenails?
Oh.
Somebody, they're showing me a cat paw.
Hmm.
So maybe one of them's got a little something else going on. You might want to check it out.
Okay.
And the card I get is, yep, they want to ride into town successful. Check their feet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Check their feet.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got divine timing, Viviani. Just as your spiritual path has unfolded in right time, you're going to be also coming. I think you're going to get some more gifts coming in divine timing. I see here that trust in it and be patient with it, and learn to let go and to trust and surrender. That's what I get for you. Okay.
Well, I pulled one card, which is the Three of Cups. And what I'm hearing them tell me about this is they're congratulating you. They're saying, toast yourself. Let's raise a glass. They feel like you've made some positive progress. You've been moving forward. They're really happy. They're going like, don't act like you're not. It's saying, and so this is kind of give yourself some credit where it's due. I got this new deck. It's called Past Life.
Ooh.
Oracle.
Yeah.
So I just pulled one
I
of
love
those.
that. Yeah.
I know. So, they were talking about that. And then you pulled the trust and faith card because they say reason they want to do a little toast is that you're acting on faith and trust. And that's good. And they got you back. So they're glad that you're taking steps, even though you don't know exactly what the outcome might be, or maybe it's a little nerve-wracking, or maybe I should have worn something else, something like that. But they're going, thanks for having the faith and trust in what you've been feeling and taking action on it. All righty, sweetie.
That makes total sense because Viviani has started a new show. And Linda De Gonzalez and I are on there with her.
Yeah, I know. It's great. They're doing the
So
Akashic
there's our 3 cups.
Yeah.
Yep.
And riding into town successful could also pertain.
Oh, yeah. Those 3 of Cups, and it was 3 ladies.
There you go.
Well, it always is usually with the 3 of Cups.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I love it.
All right,
Perfect
Mark.
card. Yeah.
Andrea Gibson wonders, can you tell my neighbor's dog Bosco to stop going after me? She got him as a rescue, and he's maybe a terrier poodle mix and very aggressive.
Hey, Bosco, what's going on here? Hi, Andrea. Do you have pets at your house? That's the first thing I'm hearing. I'm wondering, do you have a cat or a dog at your house? Why is he going after you? That's weird. So it feels like there's something you're carrying with you, maybe. That could be like a scent or something.
Could if a dog is aggressive and you get a little, now you're worried that it will come after you, would you be carrying fear the next time you saw the dog?
Well,
yeah.
Try carrying a biscuit instead.
Ah.
All right.
He has 2 handicapped cats. Okay. Well, I like what Aley just said, because you kind of have your guard up at this point. And of course you do, because he's done it once, so you prepare for the next time. So we've got to be careful not to let that become the thing, like, this is the way I always greet Andrea as I be a brat. So, of course, your neighbor needs to say, no, I don't like that. Tell him that. It's not really about reprimand, but it's about let's be a good boy he hasn't had enough guidance about it. He's just kind of going on instinct. So he's sort of, in a way, trying to show, look how good I am at being on guard, kind of a thing. Not that you are threatening, but it's more I'm trying to prove my worth and my, give you a reason to keep me because I'm a good watchdog, kind of a thing, a little bit. So it's not so much even about you. I do get that he can sense, he smells your cats. So he kind of knows it's you because of that a little bit. It's not like you'd walk around, people go, oh, I smell cats. No, it's not that. But he can recognize it on you. I'm sure you smell lovely. So, you know what I mean? He just realizes it. So he kind of he knows it before you get there. But I'm going to talk to him just for a minute while you guys say what you got.
Okay. Seascape, you can put your question up, hon. I got a breakthrough, and it says here, be bold. Be bold. So it could be that there's something about you that reminds him of his prior owner or somebody that wasn't so nice to him. But I love the idea that Annie and Diana have said, bring a biscuit, make a friend. You'll then be known as the biscuit lady, though, so you may have to always carry biscuits.
Cheaper than bacon.
That's true.
And the card I got for you is to restore innocence.
Oh.
And the funny thing is that at the bottom of the deck was bravely go. So, that suggestion with having a little treat in your pocket will help. If you can toss it to him, that helps keep him away from you, but sees that staying away from you is a reward in itself. And then make friends.
And then, because I got so I had to pull one more card to agree with this. So vulnerability, the strength to show yourself. So that's basically what you said. But here's the thing about that. When he reacts, your reaction is if it wasn't that. So you react up, oh, thank you, what a good boy, and act like, well, what a nice greeting. I say that because at the zoo, I didn't have it very often because, I don't know, I always felt like they could see Pan's energy, so everybody liked me, all the animals. But occasionally, if they did react in a weird way, I would just act, oh, hi, I would just act like they reacted to me in a loving way because they do kind of want to get that reaction. So if they don't, it's like, oh, wait a minute.
What's the matter with you?
Maybe I should try a different approach. And they're giving me like a nice reaction. So I would play with that a little bit because ultimately you're going to be buddies, cooperation, better together.
Yeah.
So, I'll even say things, oh my goodness, you did have to be a little dramatic. Well, that's okay. I'm sure, that's coming from something, an experience, just be understanding and try not to act like it bothers you as much as possible. That's what I do. I think it's going to get better too.
Well, and there's the answer. If you get him to calm down and he gets the treat, now you're starting to change the behavior. So that's good.
Yeah.
And reward good behavior.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. All right. So I'm going to go to Gemini Moon because we've not read for Gemini Moon. I'm going to go back. Don't worry, people.
I love her.
I asked about my love relationship. It was a love relationship reading. Libra rising. All right. Gemini Moon, Libra rising. All right. Let's see what we can come up with here. Diana, I guess it's your turn.
Okay.
Mark, if you, I got you, Sam. Okay. Thank you.
So with your Libra rising, you're always looking for balance and steadiness. So what you need to do is the exercise that Gemini should like. Emotionally, you know what you want. You need to be specific, and don't let Gemini get I don't want to say wishy-washy. Don't allow your Gemini to get in there and say, this, and this. And well, what about if I add it? What if he's this instead? No, be specific, make a list. What qualities do you want? I want him to be tall. I want him to be comfortably rich. I want him, be specific, and don't allow Gemini to throw anything extra in there. Keep to your balanced rising sign. The rising sign is the way to your higher self. That's the way to get to where you are. If you know more about your chart, what's your sun sign? What's your
She's
north
Leo.
node?
She's a
She's
Leo. She said.
And,
Yeah.
and if you know what your north node is, that's the vehicle you drive to get to your highest self. Well, make sure that you are specific in a love relationship. You want somebody who is in their highest self. So write down what you want, the qualities you would like to see.
Yeah. I get here that it's going to take some learning for you to, and it could be the charts. I've had Diana's done my chart and my husband's chart, and she looks at how they converge and what we're dealing with it. And it makes a huge difference in the way that you can relate to each other. And you can also say, all right, so it's going to last this long, or this day isn't going to be so good, so I'm not going to go there today with that, So it's all about learning the best way for you to work together. That's what I got. All right. Anything from you, Mark?
Well, I just pulled a couple cards, and I'm wondering, is there a little bit of money stuff going on? Maybe Gemini Moon.
Okay.
A little bit of conflict about that. And I'm just going to just read what the cards say. It may not apply to you, and that's great. Just let me know. But I feel like maybe the partner here, I'm getting not you, but the partner, has a special interest or something that perhaps you don't necessarily share, or it's unique to him, that a lot of money goes to, maybe. And so there's a little bit of thing about that, which maybe
yes. Yep.
You
Said
and
yes.
put you into arguments sometimes, because it feels like it's a little bit one-sided. Partners low on funds. Yeah. So it's interesting that, those money, so the card was money. I wish they would show up, and negative money.
Yeah.
And then I got the alien card, and I'm going, what the heck is the alien card? And it's like a special interest that only he kind of, the money he has, he sort of spends
something unusual. Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily, you're not interested, or it isn't like your thing or whatever. It could be something like that. And it does create some conflict. So you kind of get into some tussles over that a little bit at the house.
Well, let me apologize because I misunderstood. I thought you were looking for a future love interest.
Oh,
I didn't
understand
the way
it was worded.
Current, but it still can apply. It can still apply. Don't let Gemini talk you out of it, because your Gemini moon can be as difficult as your Leo sun heart.
Well, and plus my cards didn't really offer much of a solution. They just kind of identified the thing, which I think is cool. But I'm going to pull one more card just for okay, got it. But what can we do about it? Well, you got to say what you're feeling.
Yeah. There's learning involved. It's with any relationship. There's learning involved.
So make it says a whistleblower, but make your feelings clear on it, about how it makes you feel. It's one-sided. It's too hard to take care of all the stuff, so we got to figure out something else.
Okay.
And I get the redacted. So, because I think we just kind of go along without actually talking about it, that you're going to have to pull your weight, kind of a thing, sir.
Okay.
All right. So that was my lame attempted solution. Okay.
All right. So we got Wiki asking a message from her guides on her spiritual journey, the progress. And Mark, it's your turn.
Oh, it is? I felt like that one.
No, Diana answered the question originally. Yeah.
Spiritual journey progress for Wiki.
Mm-hmm.
And her little dog too.
I love that little dog.
She got a new little doggy. Let me see. I don't know. Andrea's cards are wanting to be used today.
Mm-hmm. Wiki, I got love. I think they love where you are in your spiritual journey and where you are on your progress. And I especially think they love that you have this little dog on this journey with you. I think your guides are thrilled. It's something for you to show your love to and to get love from.
Look at that cute face.
I know it. Yeah.
I know that's her new puppy dog. Well, he's not that new now, but just a few months. Well, message regarding my spiritual journey. Well, I think we're on a little bit of a pause. So.
Not this kind of pause?
No. I like it would be like that Four of Swords card, kind of, a little bit of a break in the energy. And that break is on purpose to help bring balance. So don't be worrying about it. So if you feel like you're a little foggy headed, a little sluggish, not quite feeling 100%, like, God, I feel wonky or something. A little bit. And I don't actually feel like going out today or something, like, you might be feeling like that a little bit, but he's saying that's all normal. Don't worry about it. Don't. Yeah, get on with it already. So the little pause is there on purpose. But don't worry. The lightning's coming. The action to come. So just be glad that you got a little break. But it's coming there. The break is probably, I kind of feel like that too, a little bit, Wiki. And I don't know. I don't know if the whole eclipse and all that is a great time to,
to
do like I don't know. Go ahead, sweetie.
Yeah.
Next.
Well, just let me show this one card. It says cultivate the story. This is the break we're on right now.
Oh,
Because we're redesigning the story. This eclipse is going to be big. It's going to break the silence.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And just wait. So it says, like, just breathe, take a good drink, get ready. Don't be worried that you're not doing anything.
Yeah, it's like you take a nap before you're going on a long ride somewhere,
and then you sleep again in the car.
That's right, you do. Yeah. Okay, Diana. Lisa Niedermeyer, a message from her guides.
Yep. Hi, Lisa.
Aley, did you see a question from Gray?
Yeah, I've got it marked.
Okay. That's what I mean, because I didn't notice.
No, it's okay, Gray. We have you. I can let people know in a minute who I've got in the queue. All right.
So I'm seeing a bridge, but it's kind of like a footbridge. It's something that they're wanting you to go out, take a walk, but go to a new place, go to a new area. More a woodland area. I don't know if you are already doing that or not, but they want you to go walk in the woods. And they're showing me this footbridge. So maybe you already know of a place that has a bridge over water like that. And they're showing me that that's what you need to do. Because when you get there, you're going to let yourself be carried.
Oh, there you go. Wow.
Right. And the other card is remember the bones. So that kind of a walk is going to be a stroll down memory lane for you.
Oh, there you go. Wow. I got the burnout card. I'm thinking that you need a break. So maybe that walk is is a very important thing. It says here, take care of yourself, all work and no life, not taking care of yourself. So they want you to do this. They specifically want you to do this, especially now with the energies we're having around us. So there you go. Yeah. Did you pull a card, Mark? Are you all set?
I'm okay.
Okay. Let's go. We'll go to the gray question then.
Okay.
And while I have it on my mind, can you help me with any thoughts on my health, healing my vision and hands, and or finding the right car soon?
Let me see.
Well, Gray, I have the good news is coming. So I hope that's true. And in the case, maybe it has to do with a car. I don't know. Messages, phone calls, someone has something to say, and be opening to listen. Somebody might say, well, I have an old car, but oh, it needs new tire. I don't know, whatever it is. Just listen to what people have to say about it. Yep.
I'm not ready.
That's okay.
I'll just show this then. It says get untangled. I'm hearing that your vision is like your hands is sort of a neuropathy thing going on. Have your sugar checked, and also pinched nerves up and down, particularly in your neck and shoulders area. And that you should, if you can't get a massage, should have even there. You can get them for like $15. Just a little hammer massager that can help break up the fascia that's from the tension you're feeling. Okay. And the reason why I'm saying sugar is because of your vision. A lot of things can cut off the circulation, but sugar affects our vision. So you should check to make sure you're not hypoglycemic or otherwise impaired with diabetes.
Yeah. Gray, I see that you're having trouble with your screen. This should show up after the show is over. You can go back and listen to what it says. Yeah. Mark's working on his pendulum right now.
Yep, just kind of get a second opinion.
Yeah.
So what's coming through, I wasn't reading on your health this time. It just went to the car. So
okay.
It's just whatever they want to tell me about.
Yep.
So I feel like the car's coming soon. You're going to have to make a decision on it pretty soon. So I love that they gave me this gray card because your name is Gray. So Gray's going to have to make a decision soon. They want me to remind you, make sure you've chosen in your third eye, what car is it that will serve you to your highest good. So make sure you know what you need and what you want and say this or that, which is better, that serves me and my budget and all that. I feel like it might be a used car. Might not be super used because I just got new upside down. So I don't know if you're only looking at new, but it's acting like you might look at one that's not brand new. And it feels like somebody's going to tell you about it if there's somebody helping you look. But I already feel like it's linked to you. This is the link.
Oh, yeah.
So keep your mind positive and know it's coming. It feels like it's coming pretty soon. And that sounds great to me. So I think that's good.
Okay.
So it might be somebody else going to tell you about it.
Yep. That's what I got with the messages. That's cool. All right. So let me tell you who I've got in the queue. Everybody's asking. We have a lot of people here that want questions done. And so you might have to wait for your question. But this is who I have in my queue. Vicky Howell, Kathy G, Shelley Lane, Imelda, Linda Ellison, Lisa Keller, Seascape, Miss Sherlock, Sammy Sam, and Moira. Okay. And we'll try to get, they may not be in that order, but you're in the queue. It would be great if you just let us know if I mention your name that you are here so we can know you're here to read for you. All right. So I'm going to go to Vicky Howell. I think I just saw her here, so I think she's okay. We already have enough questions for today, everybody, so I can't take any more, please. But you're welcome. We come here every Thursday, so come on back. All right. How are my guides protecting me right now and the eclipse affecting you, Diana? Vicky Howell.
Hi, Vicky. Let's see. Well, they are always surrounding you with the blue protective light of Michael. And there is a healing light coming your way from Raphael.
Huh? Beautiful.
Something is bothering you with your lower back, perhaps? You need to get out and exercise. You rest, you rust. This eclipse is a good time to break old habits and begin new ones. And I'm getting, let yourself be carried away into a new routine, be carried away into a new routine, and laughter heals.
Oh, there you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Vicky. All right. Mark, can you read on Sydney? Sydney has dementia, and that's her doggy. And she wonders if there's anything Sydney wants her to do. She said, I can tell when she remembers.
Okay. Well, that makes me sad. First,
I know. I know. I heard this the other day. And yeah.
Well, I feel it in my heart. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just going to do a little bit of energy with Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
He says, is there anything she wants me to do for her? I can tell me she remembered. Yeah. Well, I would say, Spirit says you're taking good care of her. There's not much, they're not really suggesting to me something different or kind of better. Just that you watch her, pay attention to her, and that she feels loved, even if she acts differently a little bit about it. Because she feels still that she still can feel that your energy wrapping around her, and that she recognizes that. So it's like that love energy wrapping around her, and that serves her and helps her express what she's going through in the way she needs to, and just you understanding it and being there with her means a lot.
Mm-hmm. Like
it would if it were your mother or your sister, something like that. She says it's like that thing of, well, if this is part of my purpose or part of my journey, I'm so grateful that I'm doing it with you. So that's, cooperation. I'm better together. So she's so happy that you're there with her. She don't want to be alone, running around.
Mm-hmm.
That's really the way you serve her the most, is just being there with her through this. I think I can feel all the love energy. It's just a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel your sadness. Hi, Sydney. And she does go in and out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when I pull Pan in, she tells me she acts like she recognizes that.
Mm-hmm.
So he's offering her some light and some energy there. Mm-hmm. So you can give Reiki energy. That certainly won't hurt. It might have it might encourage the episodes to be less frequent.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to work with her a little bit more right now. Also, I'm going to ask him, for any of you that watch me for a while, do the appointment thing with the energy healers, the nature healers, like I call them. Normally, they show themselves to me in a team of 3. I'm going to ask them to work with Sydney tonight while you guys are sleeping. going to work on her, like the electrical. They always show me electric when we talk about brain stuff. So the electrical connections there, they're going to work on that a little bit. All things considered, though, you're doing about all, you're doing great. I don't really say, oh no, you need to do that. No.
Yeah.
It's really just about loving her. Yeah.
I got the vulnerability card. I believe that she can be vulnerable with you and she knows you're going to take care of her. That's what I get. Yeah. And that's kind of what Mark and Pan said. So,
And just to go for that, it's ask and receive. And Mark just blessed and asked all the extras for you. And the same for you. Ask and receive. You'll get the strength you need.
yeah.
And Sydney will get the strength she needs.
Definitely. Definitely.
And, allow her to have this condition for as long as she needs it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's intended to go on for a really long time. I don't feel like it. So just allow it to be what it is. And you're there for her, however that works out.
Yeah.
Because her soul's not so into it dragging out for a long time. I don't think.
I think we all would feel that way. Yeah.
I want to throw that out there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, Diana. Sam, my brother's boss is giving him a hard time by humiliating him in some way or form, like blame him for no reason. Will things get better for him at work? Well, this is a third party. I don't know if you want to, what you want to do with that.
Well, I can.
Yep.
I can try.
The boss. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's call in the angels. You can call in your guides to align with your brother's guides for protection. Honesty and communication. Your brother has to come in also. He has to, just as we were saying earlier to Gemini Moon, own up to what he is feeling.
Yeah.
And, I'm not saying he should be quitting his job. That's not it at all. And he doesn't.
He could say, for instance, I feel like you enjoy humiliating me,
right.
And not say you are. It's
exactly
the I statement. Yeah.
And he should put himself in a place where he believes, I was looking for a job when I found this one. I am worthy of a job that is better suited for me.
Yeah. There you go. I think that's good advice. I hope it gets better for him, hon.
I think he's a little one-sided when he tells you about it.
That's true. You don't know the other side.
Yeah. So it seems like poor me a lot. And it isn't all about that. Some of that stuff he's had before that he kind of brings there. So don't focus in on that. Don't take everything so personal. I think some of the stuff he acts that's personally at him might not be. Anyway, that's just what I'm hearing.
Yeah. No, it's very possible. Very possible. Okay, Mark, Kathy G, reading for April. We've still got 6 other people. We're trying to get through the list to give all the people that we have. We usually go an hour. We'll go until we're done, but please hang on. If you have to leave and you had a question up, please just put it in the chat so we know that you have to leave. All right. Thank you. Hi, Angela. It's good to see you. Yeah.
Kathy, I feel like it's going to be a pretty, more or less peaceful month for you, first of all.
Good.
Here's the thing about April. There's that big, in a way, the eclipse is kind of like a big lightning bolt. I also talked about it about being a thing lifting up and saying go. And it is going to, the biggest thing I've been getting forever is it just flushes more truth to the surface. So if you're on, let's say, God's team, like you're consciously, you are about love and you want everybody to get, to receive their highest good, and that's really your goal, April's going to be pretty smooth. Because it's a lot about, there's some karmic return happening with this eclipse, I feel like. And if you've been like just putting good energy in, you're going to have a pretty peaceful time. However, if you're not, the scales of justice, and this is like the karma thing I'm talking about, are going to look a little dark, and you are going to be watching it. So you'll see this kind of karmic kick in the ass happening. Now, of course, we're all watching, how can you not, the drama here in the United States. And we're talking about that, I think. So seeing some more, reaping some more karma. Now, your karma is some nice white light and more balance. But you're going to be able to watch how it affects those who aren't putting that energy in. Yeah. So I think that's kind of what April's going to be going on. Those that are focused on the good, the earth, there's the nice green card, love. Green is also can be the heart center, the color of the heart chakra. Then April's going to be like little sweet candies, sweet tarts.
Ooh.
But, at the same time, it's going to be happening both ways. Yeah. And the other team will be getting bitter lemons.
I got the same thing. Look at Mark. Look what I get. She's between two worlds. Yeah. I mean, so close. Yeah.
Third time for this card. Let yourself be carried. Third time.
Wow.
Remember the other night, the same thing was happening, the same card over and over?
It was. Yeah. Wow.
So there's a good energy that Mark and Aley have both shown you, and that's the one that you want to carry you away.
Absolutely. So, and I think it's good for all of us to remember that.
And as you saying that, Dinah, too, I'm just kidding. And just offer gratitude.
Yeah.
That, you've been putting good in the world, and that's what comes back to you. And thank God for that. And that I don't have to go through the bitter lemons because I've moved beyond. I'm on the path of doing the best I'm able.
What's the hardest part about this month is the fact that Mars is in Aries, and Mars rules Aries, and Mars is the action planet. And we're not done yet. We can't take action on new stuff. And we got to let this crap.
And Mercury's in retrograde, so we're kind of like in flux.
We got to let everything play itself out.
Yeah.
So absolutely. We just sit in our light and stew.
Yeah. All right. We got Shelley Lane. Is that like Penny Lane?
There is a name.
Sing Shelley Lane instead. Can I please get a message from my guides? All right.
You like to keep his fire engine right.
Ooh. I got some serendipity for you. I love that word. And it says here, divine intervention, perfect timing, and a stroke of luck and happy surprises. So there you go, Shelley. That's for me.
Well, that song is pretty serendipitous, isn't it?
It is. It is serendipitous. Yeah.
Well, laughter heals.
Oh, perfect. That's funny.
There you go. I mean, that just all goes with that serendipity.
It all goes with the song, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Shelley,
now I can't get out of my head.
I know.
Are you into the arts? I'm just curious. Because they like that. If you are, and they feel like artistic part of you, whatever it is something and they like you to express in an artistic way. I'd love to know if you are artistic, because if you're not.
Yeah.
I feel like, though, that you have that connection to the arts some way. I don't know which one it is, or you're like artistic expression, whether it's like visual or music, whatever it is. But the reason I'm saying that is because I got the guides to pull from that past life deck, and I got arts.
The arts. Okay.
Yeah. And so it feels like you came with that. You'd already worked on that quite a bit. And so that was something that was really positive and called to you in this life. So that's the only thing
I don't think she's here because I'm not getting any response. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
No problem.
Thanks, Mark.
No problem.
Here's for you, Mark. Imelda. Is my depression hereditary or from a past life? Or actually, Diana, I know you can get into the Akash. She's been stuck for years. Another reader said I'll be coming out of it soon. I started working in my garden and hugged a tree. So I'll let you both.
Good way to get started, Imelda.
It is a good way. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The old story is definitely in play. You need to do a deep dive to do a regression of sorts. You can do it on your own through meditation. If you can give me just a second. I see that I'm seeing you in a servitude position, and it is where this depression is coming from because you never were able to break free of it. You were abused, physically abused, emotionally abused, taken advantage of in many different ways, and it went on for an entire lifetime.
Wow. Yeah. So you can heal that, Imelda.
You can heal that. You can heal. And part of that healing is allowing yourself to feel it. Feel it. It's repressed memory. It's also repressed feelings. You need to cry for the soul that was hurt, the soul contract that it was part of your life. You have a new soul contract. And this one is giving you the space to understand the past, to cry over the past, the things that were lost, and that you can go forward from here with a lighter step in your heart, harmony and resolution.
Wow. Yep. And I have to tell you, Imelda, depression is hereditary sometimes. My family suffers from very much so. So I understand. Both my kids and my mother, very depressed people. So, and I have it. So I mean, that does come into play, can come into play. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hearing that it's hereditary. It comes from the family, but it goes back a bit. I did, since you mentioned past life, I pulled from this weird new past life deck that I'm learning to do. But so what I'm hearing is it goes back a bit, and a lot of it stems from a time. It almost feels like Ireland or something like that, when food and it was poor, food was hard to come by. It was like, what's the point? Everything's so hard, you're miserable, and then you die. So it was like a depressing time, and it felt like nothing you could do helped. It just felt, this is that other time, that other life. And so it was in identifying with it. I don't know what. So I pulled Celtic, which is why I'm feeling like it could be Irish or something, and food and hunger. So I feel like
Potato family.
The depression kind of started in a lifetime like that, and it's been passed down and just carried down. But it's your opportunity to break it.
We can break all those connections.
Yeah, like Diana's suggesting, like meditation and stuff to help break that chain, and just denounce it too.
Don't own it. In other words, it's like people say, I have diabetes, I have depression. You don't have it. You don't need to claim it. You know that. It's hard not to.
And we used to do, and Pan does it still, that pattern removal system, which is kind of like that, where you take old negative patterns that are haunting you, and they come in, he just tosses them into a pot and boils them up and sends them into the space.
Exactly. Write it on a piece of paper and burn it, or anything symbology that can help you get rid of it. Or, a ritual, a candle ritual, a smudging, anything with the intention of breaking the cycle.
Yep.
Because it owns you right now.
There you go. I love that. Valerie says, diabetes came to visit me, or fibromyalgia came to visit me.
Yeah.
And I didn't open the door. I said I wasn't home.
Right.
There you go. I choose joy. Yeah, that's awesome. All right. So Linda Ellison, are you here? Lisa Keller, are you here? Miss Sherlock and Moira. I think Moira's here, but I don't know about the other three. Could you let us know? And we will do what we can. All right, Linda Ellison, you were first. So let's go for it. A reading from Spirit. And I believe, Mark, it's your turn.
Okay. Imelda, I just want to remind you, it's not your job to carry that burden for the family.
That's right.
And to carry it further. You don't, that's not your job here. And so just go ahead and say, I'm not doing that job anymore. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Because I agree with that reader that said you can break some of this, that's bound to you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Linda Ellison. Let's see if I got anything for you today. Miss Sherlock says she's here.
They're all here. So that's
everybody's
great.
here.
We'll get to you. Yeah.
Ask and you receive.
That's right. Mm. I'm going to go because I have birth. I have new opportunities, reinventing yourself, unless you know somebody in the family that's going to tell you they're pregnant or they have had a baby. But birth can be a bunch of things. So the card birth could be a reinvention and or a real baby. Thank you. Hi, Harley.
Power and intention, which can lead you to a birth of a new invention.
There you go.
Okay. Well, I just got that the eclipse, there's a little sun there, is going to bring a positive flow of energy your way. So it'll be moving you towards, what you want. But now, are we expecting a baby or something? That baby stuff. I know. That's like ringing in my ears all of a sudden about that.
Okay.
So is somebody going to be trying to make a baby around that time? And it works out, and then the baby comes home, and might be around the fall. I don't know, but I'm just, I wasn't thinking that way. Then when they were talking, I went, wait a minute. But anyway, but I do think it's a nice, positive energy boost for you. I
definitely see that too. That's awesome. All right. Thank you, Linda. All right. So now we have Lisa. Diana, any messages from spirit guides or angels?
Okay.
Well, that's true. Illumination. Look what Illumination Portal said. Humanity is rebirthing, and we are all. Well, that's true.
Well, you're 70. Well, Linda, you're maybe like your granddaughter or it doesn't have to be you, honey. Yeah.
If you have one, though, please let us know.
Yes, you're going to be very rich, Linda, if you have one. That's right. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we are all
to be the father of it.
This is important. This is good. Lisa. So these three cards just jumped out of the deck. So you have to have them. Opportunity and change. With transformation. And romance and connection. So if you have a romance right now, things could get better. Reconnecting with this loved one, someone from your past that you've been estranged from could be coming back, or it could be somebody new. But it definitely looks like there's a transformation going to go on, and it's going to be for the better. in your romantic department.
Absolutely. And I get call on your angels. And when you're talking to your regular angels, you don't have to speak out loud. But if you're calling on any archangels, speak it. They need to hear it verbally. There you go. Wow.
Sorry, I didn't pull on that one. Sorry.
That's okay. No, you don't have to apologize. That's okay.
No.
All right. So we have Miss Sherlock. Can you tell me if my sister understands and regrets how cruel she was to me my whole life? I had to cut ties with her 17 years ago. My first impression of this is she doesn't know. I don't think she knows. I think this is just her personality. And I had my sister-in-law was very, very cruel to me and pretended not to be cruel to me for a very long time. And now she's cruel to me again. So these people, yeah, they know when when you're vulnerable. That's for sure. But go ahead, readers, if you have anything to say.
Yeah, I got the 10 of Swords, and it's a no.
Oh, wow.
It's a no. But don't worry about it. Your cup is full with others. You don't, as much as you need to let it go yourself, just because she'd have been knocking on your door by now. It's been 17 years.
She's renting space in your head.
Yeah.
That's what people say. Yeah. In other words, your work, it's upsetting you, but she doesn't think about it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. She thought I don't even think she would say she was cruel or anything. She don't get it. Like she would think she helped you and stuff. Was that your older sister? Anyway, she sees things different. It's like you two are from different planets. You really are very, very different. People, your approaches, your feelings, you don't feel things the same way. She has a weird way of feeling. It's like she's it's almost like it's a little not normal or something. Like,
well, she wonders if it's karmic, but I'm thinking that it might be karmic, but she's a narcissist, I think. And so
that's the word. That is the word.
She don't really know how to express love, really. She does have love for you, believe it or not.
Yeah.
She does.
But she doesn't understand regret.
Right. And she don't really know how to express it or whatever. She doesn't. She has a hard time communicating in a way.
Yeah.
But
she has arrested development.
Yeah. Yes. There you go. Like that.
Don't take any of the blame on yourself. You did nothing wrong. This is just her. This is her path.
And you're not the only person who feels this way. Even if you've not talked to anybody about it,
Yeah.
She's done it to everybody.
It's very unpleasant to have to deal with people like that.
Right.
And we have to, we originally think, what did I do to create this problem? Well, it's got nothing to do with you. It's all them, so.
Right.
Give yourself a big hug, Miss Sherlock.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We got one more.
Some weird way too. She thought she was helping you grow up.
Oh boy.
And giving you skills to protect you, but it was just her weird way of how she manage the world, and that isn't, of course, the way you could ever do
Correct. Yeah. So, Moira, I'm sorry you have a difficult neighbor. You're already getting a fencing estimate. He poisoned one of your chipmunk. That makes me sad.
Chipmunk.
It's really awful that we can't interview people that would be our neighbor, because it would be so much easier to get along. But let's see what the cards say. I think you should get a fencing estimate if you feel that way, but I know it's expensive too. There'd probably be a problem with that.
Well,
what are you doing? Yeah.
They'll have to survey the land first to make sure it's not on 1 inch.
Yeah, not on their land. Yeah. Wow. I use creative ideas and express yourself to this particular person in that, you know, I don't appreciate you killing the little creatures that run around in my yard. I don't appreciate that, because what if a cat or a dog had ingested whatever, or any animal or any kid or anything, you know, if you're that hateful, you know, take it out on yourself, for heaven's sake. Yeah.
Right.
Moira, you are the guardian of the threshold. You're the old crane woman. So your understanding of what's wrong with poisoning chipmunks. What are they doing to you? They're on your roof. They're not getting in the house, right? So as the river flows, there's a partition. That river is flowing through two banks. Go ahead, get yourself a fence. It's not going to protect the chipmunks on his side of the fence, but it will help keep you safe.
I don't want to see you on the show Fear Your Neighbor, okay? So don't do anything that's going to get you hurt. Yeah.
You know, that's okay. So that's the other, that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
If it's on your side of the property line, you can cut it.
Okay.
And you know what? He can't stop that. And if you move the fence too far onto your property line, that's property you give up. You abandon that because he then has to take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
He was after
Yeah.
the mice, but took great pleasure in telling me about the dead chipmunk.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good, because the neighborhood cats are out looking for the mice.
Ask him if he can read between the lines.
As the river flows. That's a good song.
Wow, I'm sorry, Moira. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I don't think you guys will ever be, you know, exactly like the bestest of friends, probably. Like the way he communicates isn't really the way you like to. So there's a little funk with the communication back and forth. But you share a border,
a boundary.
or like
Yeah.
a boundary
Mm-hmm.
together. But I would continue just to offer, you know, a handout. Don't try not to take things too personally. Don't try to make it work. You know what I mean? Just like, even if you say, you know, we need to put a fence up for, I don't know, because I worry about my cats or whatever it is. You don't even have to know. It's my privilege to put a fence up in my property if I want to. And that's what we're going to do. But I also think things are going to shift again. Here we get the old eclipse once again. But I think it's going to, don't make it too big of a deal, because I think it's going to work itself out. It doesn't need to be a big mountain. It can just be a little thing that we can get over. I know he's irritating. Yep. But
and you know what? He gives the rest of us boomers a bad name.
Right.
Because he's booming his music.
I tell you, I've heard, you know, someone would say, well, you're just a stupid boomer to me, you know, because the kids don't like us because they think we're all Trumpers and MAGAs and jerks and so on.
Have they ever watched your show?
Of course not. This is like on Instagram or something, you know.
Yeah, right. We're the divine madness.
We're the divine madness. That's right. So yeah. Just, I'm sorry, Moira.
Oh my gosh, I'm having a deja vu, Moira.
Oh.
Everybody, all three of us, with that question.
Oh, you just had a deja vu? Oh, yeah.
I've been here before.
Been there, done that. Yeah.
I feel like, though, it might not be a problem for a long time. I don't know why, but soon things will change. So I don't know. Maybe it won't be an ongoing long.
Maybe he'll put a for sale sign up.
Yeah, he might move.
His head's with him.
This is right, Val. We're here to free humanity.
The boomers. That's right.
Oh, that's everybody.
Now, Moira, I blast my music and I'm 75. However, I only do it when I'm outside in the backyard working. Yeah. And sometimes it's Big Head Todd. and sometimes it's gothic, and sometimes it's the Beatles or Tom Petty. But you know,
I blast some Jethro Tull.
oh
And,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, we're sitting on a park
Frank
bench eyeing
Zappa.
little girls with bad intent, you know?
Yeah, right. I've been known to blast 10,000 Motels, Frank Zappa. But it's hard to hear when I'm out there with the lawnmower and walking back and forth on the property, you know. I have to have it loud so I can hear it.
Put his name like Seascape did in a plastic bag with some water and put it in the freezer. I love that idea. I love that. It's fabulous.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, exactly.
I love that. Freeze him
I
up.
love that one. I haven't done that in ages. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, thanks, everybody. I had a great time with you today. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Mark. And thank you, Pan, for coming in and helping us out today. Yeah. We appreciate it. And thanks to all of you on both channels. What's it say?
Initiation. Here we go.
Initiation.
4 days. 4 days. 4 more days.
But don't get fearful.
No, there's no reason to be afraid.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Much love, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Love you, gal.